Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, fellow Philadelphia alumni, Kevin Bacon. This movie, Cop Car, first of all, congratulations, Sundance entry. Looked like a lot of fun to film, man. Very dark, very edgy, very hip, and these young kids, they're terrific, aren't they?
Yeah, they're great. They're great. It was a lot of fun. It was really, really small crew, and in a very, very small town outside of Colorado Springs, where the director grew up. And so we had just kind of running and gunning and making something, in a way, kind of like for the right reasons, indie film, great young director, cool idea, great young actors. It was really fun.
One of the things I love about this is we see the dynamic with your character. In the beginning, obviously the car is stolen, and then we get to see the shadiness that this guy's involved with. Talk to me about the layers of bringing this guy's life to life.
Yeah, well, you know, there's very little on the page about who he is. He doesn't really talk about himself very much. In fact, he really doesn't say much in the movie at all. So it was kind of a thing of trying to read between the lines and try to create a backstory for the guy, and then slowly try to feed that out through the facial expressions and the body and all that stuff. And luckily, the director, writer, John, was just so on top of it that, you know, we just turned on the camera and it worked out great.
You've done everything. You're coming off a big budget production with The Following. You've done huge movies. This one was small and low budget and just kind of, like you said, run and gun. Talk to me about that experience doing a small indie.
You know, honestly, I started doing indies before there was even that term, indies. They were just like cheap movies. And it's always been something that I feel like it's good for an actor to go back and forth. You know, look, if something comes along and it's a mainstream film and you're going to get paid and, you know, it's going to get on 3,000 screens, yeah, that's great. I love that piece of, you know, my life, and I'm so happy to have had that. But in the interim, if what you really want to do is act and the thing you really love is the process, something's going to come along that they're not going to really pay you that much for, and who knows if anybody's ever going to see it. But it's a part, and you say, I like this part, I got to do it, I want to walk in these guys' shoes. And that, to me, that's what independent films are about. You know, I also look at it in a selfish way as a way to get in on the ground floor of a director that hopefully will go on and do great stuff. You know, I did a little tiny movie called Super a few years ago with a director named James Gunn. And the next movie he did was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Amazing,
now, I wasn't in Guardians of the Galaxy, but, you know, just to have worked with someone. Barry Levinson, you know, when we did Diner, of course I loved to have that gig because, look, it was a great gig and I had needed any gig at that point. But, you know, that was his very first movie, and he went on to have this great, amazing career. So, you know, I love independent film. I love to see them, I love to consume them, and I love to be in them.
Speaking of careers, you have a second career, the music career. You and your brother, it seems like you guys are having fun touring everywhere and sharing that other side of you.
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, we got a good run June and July, and we still have a bunch of dates in front of us, and we've been at it for, you know, a long time with this band, 6 or 7 records, and I get a lot of pleasure out of it.